Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm Grace Sweeney, and today we are talking the end of the American Idol auditions. They're finally over, which means the judges can annoy me in another way. And that's about it. And I'm joined by my co-hosts, Eric and Adam. Eric, how are you doing?
Doing okay. I'm kind of giving away my thoughts on this week and my name below, which I'm gonna change right now after let everyone absorb the joke that I'm making, and now I will put my Twitter handle there instead.
Took me about 5 seconds. And Adam, how are you?
I'm here. It used to be warm weather. Now it's cold again. Not a fan of the cold weather, but that's how
I
it
got
is.
some rain today.
It's raining here too.
It's an ugly day.
Yep. But hey, the good news is we've seen our winner, unless it's one of the rare things where an audition wasn't shown who wins, which never happens. So
I'm with you. I think we did see our winner this week. I don't think it might be who Eric is talking about, but
it's definitely not who I'm talking about.
yeah, this was a good week.
I am confident that despite the fact that he clearly deserves to win, he's not going to in any universe. So
I don't know if we can start a new hashtag, but my new one is now hashtag Grace is losing it, because 3 out of 4 ABC Idol seasons, I knew the winner before the live shows even started, and I can't call it right now.
Was Maddie one of those winners?
Yes, she was. Just Sam was the one I didn't get.
Really?
I got that.
I knew Lane and Chase in the auditions. Maddie I got pretty early on, and I don't even know if we've seen it, so hashtag Grace is losing it.
Okay. Well, anyway, do you want to quickly touch on American Song Contest before we get into this episode, or is there anything really to talk about there?
I can do that. The American Song Contest started on Monday, and as I should have probably expected, ratings were in the crapper. They were about half of what Idol got.
I was not expecting that. I'll interrupt and say I was expecting Idol to be decimated by this show, based on how much I've been hearing about it and how much I've been promoting it. And the fact that it got half of Idol's ratings. Well, first of all, enjoy American Song Contest. Enjoy the show while you can, because there's no way in hell it's coming back with this rating. So
I don't think so either. I think it works. I knew they were going to screw it up. There's a network of Eurovision fans in America. I'm not one of the super crazy ones. I'm more recent. But the main reason people like Eurovision is because, one, it's a huge contest. There's 40 countries competing this year. Normally there's more, but Russia was given the big bootaroonie by the EBU. Bye. So it was good. The hosts, Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg, hopefully they don't come back because they're both too much to take on their own, but together it's just... Also, Snoop Dogg makes Kelly Clarkson look ridiculously short.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, so I'll take you guys' word.
We had 11 songs this week. The winner of the jury vote was Rhode Island's artist Houston with the song Held On Too Long. That was probably my favorite song of the night, so I'm not upset about it. The 3 that get the most votes will join them in the semifinals. Another issue I had is the intros were insanely stereotypical to each state. Arkansas, they were talking about cheese dip. Wisconsin, Kelly Clarkson came out after the performance with a cheese hat on her head. Of course. The week that Jewel performs, because she's representing Alaska, they're probably going to drag out the whole igloos and sled dogs stereotypes. And I'm just not here for that.
I mean, again, the show's not coming back, we now know. So
probably not.
Might as well get all of her cliches out of the way in one season if they can.
Is it at least entertaining?
I didn't watch
it. It's good. Michael Bolton was actually on this week, and I know he was one of the big ringers, and his song was not good.
Yikes.
But I mean, to be fair, how many Michael Bolton songs are actually good?
I don't know any Michael Bolton songs. And on that note, haven't we already?
I don't think we're getting another one. The only other bit of contestant news I have is Dancing with the Stars tour is almost over, but pro champion Daniela got very seriously injured, so she had to pull out of it. So hopefully she's going to be okay for next season. And Leona Lewis is pregnant.
Yay! Everybody explains. We now know why she announced the tour a couple months ago, but it's not happening until December. Now we know. So good for her.
Okay.
And
And
on that
with
note,
that,
deep dive.
let's
We have
get into
two
the deep
episodes to
dive.
get through. So we're gonna go through them a little bit faster than usual, I think. But
Yeah. All right. So first up, we have Zara. She's 21 years old. She's a stylist, and she's the daughter of Nadia Turner from season 4, who probably very few people remember. Season 4 was not a girls' year, despite the fact that a girl won. And apparently, mom didn't know she was auditioning, which I do not believe, but I never do.
I actually do buy that. I was watching this. That reaction seemed pretty genuine. Yeah, I totally bought that. I guess I disagree with you guys, but I did think that was kind of genuine.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, she sang "Bust Your Windows" and wore the same shirt that Nadia wore at her audition.
It was not the same exact one, though, right?
It was the same exact shirt.
I think it might have been the same.
It looked nicer now, though. Like it looked. Was that just maybe the cameras?
I don't know. I mean, the cameras have gotten a lot higher quality in the past 15 years.
I was going to say, did they have HD in 2004?
It was 2006. Actually, no, it was 2005.
Yeah, but the auditions were filmed.
But they were just starting to have it.
Anyway, I thought she was good, but when you're singing a song like this, you kind of have to be believable, and I really didn't think it was.
I thought she was okay. I don't think there's any chance she's a top 10 finalist like her mother was, but she was okay.
Top 8.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was kind of the reason she was here was the whole shtick of it all.
100%.
And which is cute.
It's kind of fun that kids of contestants are auditioning now.
I like that. Like I would be happy if that's like another archetype like the AGT rejects, the American Idol returnees, but like I just kind of wish they would. I just wish we had a better contestant. Like she's fine, but I don't think she's kind of gonna last. But I think that would be fun, like kind of moving forward if that was gonna kind of like our token contestant.
I don't think she will either. I mean, I know I said the same thing about Aretha Franklin's granddaughter. I don't want to say she wouldn't have made it in front of the judges if not for her mom, even though she probably wouldn't have. That typically tends to be the case.
Yep.
I like the idea of like a token like previous Idol like child contestant. I think that's like something fun.
It's not going to happen.
I'm trying to think of a joke I can make that doesn't involve Jeb Bush, and I'm struggling. So.
Isn't Jeb Bush his brother?
I know, family member, same thing. He's also technically Jeb is also the son of a former president.
That's true.
Please clap. Anyway, let's move on to Thomas Moran.
Thomas Patrick Moran, 24 years old. He's from a huge family, originally from Ireland. The dude was first was Chain of Fools, and then it was River by Leon Bridges. What the hell was this audition?
The judges actually explicitly spelled out what it was, which is he's a joke contestant for Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm thinking he might have only been put through for S's and G's because based on talent, like he was a hot mess from the get-go. He was rambling nervously.
Yeah,
I did like the second song. I was going to say, I did like the second song better, but I don't know. I guess they just need some Hollywood fodder to make it look like these cuts are going to be difficult. Adam?
We've got a couple of them already, I feel. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of him. I think he'll be fun at Hollywood Week, and that's kind of all my notes.
Yep. Sam Moss. Let's move on.
Sam Moss, who was rejected in L.A., but then Katie liked her, so she came back. They showed this montage of Katie fighting for the contestants that she liked. The other judges didn't. One of them was Aretha Franklin's granddaughter. Get over it. She sang an original. I thought it was good. They didn't really say why she got rejected in LA. We didn't see enough of it to see, but I liked her this one.
The shtick of the judges annoyed me, but
yeah.
Focusing on Sam, she's not spectacular, in my opinion, but she obviously deserves to make Hollywood. Unlike the other two names that Katie had on her stupid shirt.
I disagree with you. I would have said no on the fact that she already got a no. Like it's one per person. Like that's that's not fair. She got a no, and you could come back next season. That's just for the continuity of the show. No, am I kind of screaming at the clouds?
Adam has this rule book like Louis Walsh did on X Factor. That's a joke for
my
one.
There are rules, Eric.
That's a joke for one person, and she's in that box next to me. So.
God.
Yeah, what the hell was he thinking that year?
Anyway, yeah, I'm ready to move on. Honestly, she's good, not spectacular. Not mad she made it through, but.
Anyway, next we have Fritz Hager. Every time I hear Fritz, I think of Sticky Buns. Now I want a Sticky Bun.
I think of Fits and the Tantrums, which is a band that I don't.
Well, no, there's a place. There's a local place near me called Fritz's Sticky Buns, and they are amazing. And now I want a Sticky Bun. Anyway, he is inspired by Philip Phillips, which was evidenced by the fact that he was wearing a gray T-shirt and talk singing while playing guitar.
He was a good guitar player. Like
Anyway.
Philip was.
Yeah.
Party
He
was
sang
so good.
Before You Go. Love that song.
I do too.
I thought the guitar playing was kind of distracting. I didn't think the singing was that good, but I don't think Philip Phillips is that great of a singer either. So I'm with Luke. I probably would have said no.
Here's the thing. Parts of it were good. Parts were genuinely terrible. And so he needs mentoring, and I hope he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
we
going to
know who the
disagree with both of
celebrity
you.
mentors are.
I thought he was one of my favorite of these two episodes. And I'm not even joking. I do kind of worry
that's why it's funny is that you're not joking.
I do kind of worry because I think he's more like a Walker Burroughs than a Philip Phillips.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's still good. I don't think he's. Could he? I almost want to say like I think he could maybe win.
No, not a
just because. But like I said, it does kind of give me that. Like I said, it is a more Walker Burroughs than Philip, but he is still very good. I love the song choice. I really agreed with Katie about the chorus being much better than the first verse. A rare time when I agree with the judges. And
a lot of it is that song because the verses and the chorus are in like two completely different ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's one of my favorites.
Okay.
A lot of people do like his type, as we've seen how many times on the show? Like 500?
Too many. Okay.
I think should he make top 24, I think he's top 12 at the top 12 and maybe cut there, like in the 12 to 10 range or 12 to 8, somewhere in there. It's my prediction.
Depends on how many white boys with guitars they put through, because I don't think he measures up to some of them that we've already seen, but who knows?
Okay.
And then we have Kevin Gullidge. He's 23, and he is inspired by another contestant that I don't like very much, William Hung.
You know what?
But unlike William Hung, though, he actually can sing. He's saying That's How Strong My Love Is. I thought it was too much, but he can sing.
I thought he has a really great voice. It's not necessarily my thing, but I can't deny the fact that he's talented. So I'm happy he made it through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's good, but kind of nothing too special. He's just solid, above average singer, I would say.
Yeah,
but an idol that kind of gets.
I thought Jambalaya was gimmicky, but that song is ridiculously stupid. So I don't know if the judges want him to be a joke contestant, but I hope they don't because he is talented.
Okay, I'll take my next one. So I'm finally excited about someone. Jacob Moran. I've had this audition on repeat for the past week, basically. The past 3 days. I've been listening to it nonstop. Genuinely, it wasn't perfect, but it was closer than any other audition this season. And first time this season, I've found someone who I think actually could have not just done well against this crop, but against other crops of contestants from previous seasons.
Well, not season 17 because he didn't make it through Hollywood that year.
Sure. I don't know. I don't even remember that audition. I don't
remember him at all either.
But I don't care because this was fantastic. Seriously fantastic. And now you can be wrong all you want once you agree.
No, I agree. I think he is one of the strongest contestants of the season. He's our one returning contestant.
Yep.
Am I correct?
I think so.
That is ridiculous and scary, but he is here, and he would probably be one of the best regardless of how many were here. I think should he make top 24? I think he's going to go deep, but not too deep. I could see like in that 10 to 5 finishing range.
I am totally calling around he's finishing 7th because all my favorites finish 7th on the show.
But yeah, he's still very, very good. You know how these contestants usually go is they have like a showstopper in like the top 24 round, like they're the big favorite, and then they go into like the next round and it slowly starts to like, because they've kind of, it's like they peak too early. That's usually how it goes with this kind of singer. And then it just steadily goes down since then after that.
I hope not. I really hope not. I want him to win. I know he's not going to, but I want him to.
I liked him too. I don't remember him at all from 3 years ago. He has a really good voice. Although, like this song, "Rise" by Katy Perry, not an overly difficult song to sing.
But he made it more difficult than it should have been. He added stuff to it to make it actually a better, harder song to sing.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think he can win, but I am happy he's going through because I did like him.
Okay.
And next we have Haley Slayton. Did you want to say something, Eric?
I said I want to believe that he can win, but I can't. Anyway, Haley Miles.
Oh, yeah. Haley Miles or Haley Slayton. She's 23 years old. She is this season's pregnancy, although I don't think she's pregnant anymore based on the timeline. The first song she sang was "The Climb." I didn't think it was good enough. And then she sang "One and Only." I thought it was better, good enough for the judges to put her through, but I don't know. Like, how can you not sing "The Climb"? Miley Cyrus can sing "The Climb," and she's like the worst singer in the world.
I hate the song "The Climb." It is.
So does Miley Cyrus.
Good. It is every bit as cheesy and meaningless a song as "No Boundaries" was.
Actually, wait, no. I was gonna say "Party in the USA" is the Miley Cyrus song that she hates, but I think she's trying to forget her whole Hannah Montana past anyway.
Okay.
But I didn't really like it either.
I found parts of this audition hilarious. I don't know about you, but there was like moments and they would cut to her stomach as if it was a reaction shot. It was just hilarious to me. like she's having this moment where they're talking about the baby and it's just like focused, like, you know, how they would do on America's Got Talent, where they would just be having someone's like looking and going like, oh, wow, or like having some react. It just took me. This was cheese, guys. Like, she's good, but it just the whole fact of it kind of isn't. It doesn't sit well with me how they kind of do these kinds of stories.
And like I'll say this: I have absolutely no experience being pregnant, but from what I've heard, it is more difficult to sing because you've got that baby pressing on your diaphragm. So you kind of have to like rethink.
Mchale try to sing at a concert when she's pregnant on YouTube. I can safely assume that you're right about that. Oh God.
I gotta say, like, I don't hate "The Climb" as much as you two do. I actually recently heard a rendition of it, like on saxophone, and it was so good.
I'm sure it was because there's no lyrics.
Because there were no lyrics.
It was like
Ditto. Get Grace 100% right.
It was like some kind of a rooftop performance, and there was a guy, and it was so good. It was like a band just kind of doing each member was like on a different floor, and they were doing a concert to why is there Grace laughing? I don't even know.
I'm just gonna keep talking. Comment. He's asking what he just stumbled into. You stumbled into reality hour. You know how we are.
Tangents galore. Okay.
Oh, well, that's what I got. I'm done.
I thought "One and Only" was much better.
Oh, I love that song. And that song for me is owned by Elise Testone, from season 11, best season ever. Down to you haters, or whatever. What?
I saw Adele in concert do the song, so I cannot co-sign you on that.
It's funny. I've only ever heard this song though, like on American Idol. Like I never hear it on the radio. Like I only know it.
I don't
There's
think it
certain
was a big
songs.
hit. I don't think it was a huge hit for Adele. It should have been.
Okay.
I don't know.
Ellie Rowe?
Yeah, Ellie Rowe. She's 19 years old, singing "Keep You Blue." Don't know this song. As Adam's piano girl. I didn't think she was the best singer. The judges were kind of lukewarm towards her, and I think they barely put her through. So, even though she did make it through, I will not be surprised if she does not survive this Hollywood week.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Grace. I was not blown away here. I thought she was solid, but between these two episodes, I think there was a better contestant who's, I think has more potential to go far. She's good, but I don't think she's someone I could see getting cut kind of early Hollywood week, if I'm being honest.
It was fine, not spectacular. I think her voice is too weak. It's that simple.
Yeah, I'm thinking should she get paired with well, actually, I was going to say the platinum tickets get to choose their duet partners, but if Kennedy picks her as her duet partner, she's clearly only doing it to get rid of Ellie because Ellie does not hold a candle.
Yeah,
but I don't want to think they're that manipulative.
I hope not.
This is not Survivor. This is American Idol.
The contestants are supposed to like each other, kind of, sort of.
They don't. Anyway, we have a flashback to Glee with Dan Marshall Griffith, who used to play football for Virginia Tech, but we all know football careers don't last very long, so he decided to go on American Idol, where their careers don't last very long either.
There are exceptions in both cases, though, to be fair.
I know. But for the most part, they don't.
Yeah, that is a fair generalization to make.
Even if he does win, his career is not going to be very long at this point. He sang The Dance by Garth Brooks, a song that every country singer sings on this show at least once. He did sing it really well. He might actually be my favorite country guy this year.
Okay. Not my thing at all.
I'm with Eric.
Not mine either, but I'm not a big fan of country music either, but hey, we have to have a country boy in the finale, in the top 24.
Do we?
Yes, we do. It's kind of a requirement.
It shouldn't be, but you're right, it is. Okay. Douglas Mills Jr.
Douglas Mills. He's 18. He got a silver ticket from ABC Houston to audition because apparently that's a thing. I don't know.
Probably a couple line pass or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like
anyway,
a dream ticket.
Yep. Back with those sort of thing.
Yeah. He sang Strange Fruit, which is actually a song about it's a song about race. I really liked it. Don't think he can win or even make it far, but I didn't think Billy Spence could make it very far either. So who knows? I could be wrong again.
I think he's got a lovely voice.
Yes.
Like a strong song, delivered it well. I think he does need to open his eyes and improve his presence a bit. But I think with more confidence, I think he actually could go really, really far.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with Eric. I think the stage presence is kind of something to be worked on. I did find the audition a little too much at points. I feel like he was kind of just too much drama. Like it was just
not really.
Almost, it just kind of felt too weird. And I feel like I do kind of worry about his versatility in the competition just because, I don't know, can he,
versatility is no longer an issue on American Idol.
Well, true. That
Scotty
is the point.
McCreery won.
Yeah, but for now, solid audition. I think he's going to probably go far. And yeah, he'll be here for a while, but we'll see.
Okay. All right, and that's episode 4. Moving on.
Now let's talk about the really good one, the really good episode.
You got to save the best for last.
Okay.
They did. This was
They
I
actually
thought
did.
this was the best episode of the season. And can I just say, like, I was not that impressed going into kind of the first few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But this week, we got like a pretty good crop, like of contestants. Like this is I'm actually surprised at how good some of these people are. And I was like, oh, this could be a good season. I was like,
I think I think there's at least one person I'm excited about now, and a couple more that I definitely could be excited about going forward. So I'm optimistic. Okay, Tobias Hill.
Tobias Hill, also known as Prince TCH. He's 26 years old. He's a teacher. He sang "Knocks Me Off My Feet," and it's hilarious that the line has that the song features the line, "I don't want to bore you with it," because every time somebody sings a song on these shows, I'm always bored. He did sing it nicely. The dancing afterwards was just way too much. And you know those contestants who try to do it all? They're like, I'm a singer, dancer, producer, arranger, choreographer, etc. Usually they suck. Now he didn't suck, and he didn't suck. I did like him, but I just hope he doesn't take it too far.
Okay. I think he's got a decent voice, good personality, not really my thing.
yeah, I'm with Eric. Basically, same notes.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of contestants in his type. So I think he might be Yeah, there's a lot of R&B guys this year, so who knows? Next we have Morgan Gruber. She's 17. She's from the country part of Pennsylvania, which is actually the dominant part. She's saying "Can't Be Loved" by Elle King. I noticed some flaws, but it's kind of hard to not have flaws when you're singing an Elle King song.
Nice tone. High note was definitely off.
Yes.
But I do think she has potential. So
yeah,
I would put her through.
I think she's just too young, honestly. Like she's good, but I think she kind of needs a few more years to kind of really hone her skills. I think she's kind of a contestant who's going to get swallowed up pretty early in Hollywood Week. I could see her being a round one, honestly, cut. But yeah, she's someone who I just feel needs some more time.
I have lobbied so many times for American Idol to raise the age limit to 18, but they're probably never going to do that.
Of course not.
All right. Kimmy didn't make it. Plus, you can't sing "How Do I Live" on this show. Especially when you sing it like that.
Okay. Kalyn?
All right. Next, we know what's going to happen here. Kalyn, Roberson, and Mark Gorman. They're a couple, and they came to the auditions forever. And even Luke Bryan knows what that means. What happens, people?
And if Luke can understand something, that's really saying something. That is really obvious. I just had to.
Again, throw the second time in as many weeks, you're going to throw a jab at Luke.
Of course I am.
All right, Adam, explain what usually happens when two people come to the auditions together.
Don't ever do this. People who are ever watching the show,
the person you're coming in with,
pretend you don't know each other. Pretend it's just someone you met off the like. This is. I just imagine that every time you get one of these like couples or siblings or whatever that they come,
and we're coming in because we hate each other secretly.
But as soon as you say like, oh, we're like a pair or whatever, a duo, I just imagine a producer in the back room starting salivating, like going, oh boy, we're going to get this moment. It's going to happen.
Maniacal laugh.
It's never, I've never seen it go further than like first round of Hollywood Week. It always happens. Yep. It's either at the audition or there. It is a trap. It is something the producers just love. Like I said, they get like all excited, like, oh, we get
to ruin a relationship. That's gonna be fun for us.
Yeah, don't ever do it. They're their dream. It's what they want.
Yeah, well, see, unlike Luke Bryan, I am not an idiot, and I know this show better than 98% of the world's population. They sang an original song. They were good together. Kalyn was much better than Matt, so I knew the second Kalyn started singing that she would be the one to go through. But hey, at least Matt got a yes from Lionel.
Okay. You got a pity yes. Okay.
I don't know.
How would you handle this, Eric? Like, what in your situation or just any situation where you get a duo auditioning for American Idol? They come, they're all smiling. They've got one of them's got a guitar, the other, they're all hyped up to audition for American Idol.
Why,
what do you say to them?
Image in my head. It's like one of them is wearing like a propeller hat, like a little child in my head. And because they have clearly no idea what the hell they're getting themselves into. We want to say the giant lollipop, and I don't know why that's the image that pops in my head, but it does. Because the way I would handle it is if I was a generous person, I would say no. you ever pretend you don't know each other, or one of you come in, the other one's cheer the other person on, because this is not going to end well for you. It just never is.
Eric's going to give them a whole criticizing them as they walk in before they even sing. They're going to be all excited. He's like, "No, why are you here together? One of you go out."
You hate each other? Because that's what I'm thinking you do.
It's a trap.
Or maybe do the Nadia Turner thing and be smart and wait till you're too old to audition. Although she's been too old to audition for years now, so
okay.
I don't know.
Sailor.
Next up, Sailor with a Y. This was mostly stories. She sang "All I Want," mentioned that her dad cheated on her mom, which she blamed herself for. Don't do that, girl. Just don't do it. It's not your fault. She was clearly overwhelmed with emotion, and I wouldn't have put her through. I don't think she's gonna make it through Hollywood.
Nope.
But it's been less obvious lately, but it used to be pretty obvious based on a person's story how it's presented that they're going to go through. And that was kind of this moment. She is very pretty, though.
Adam?
Yeah, this is just a pure story contestant. I don't think she's going to honestly make it very much further kind of into Hollywood Week, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
No, I already think she's going to crack.
Can I say, though, before we move on, could we just touch on what happens next? Just because...
Because you have to cut the scour.
I didn't really want to, but I know you're not going to pass this up.
What was this? Because I was watching the show afterwards, and usually I just kind of go through the videos, and I saw this. I was like, oh, I'll just watch a second of it, and freaking Skylar Dixon walks in, and I was like, what just happened? Is this really happening? I remember back in season 12 that she was going to audition again, and then she did, and I think she got cut the first round of Hollywood Week, and then just was never seen again. And to see her again on the show now, I was like, holy shit, she's about to be my number one contestant of the season. And it was just for a prank. What happened?
So your favorite
prank
contestant
was on you, Adam.
I was going to say your favorite is a fake contestant, but that's how Adam rolls.
She's really I don't even say this ironic. She's really, really good. Just a really fantastic contestant. And the story behind having her, I'm still in shock and anger that she hasn't come back for real. I think she has come back for real, and for whatever reason they cut her, which was dumb. All I will say, had she made it on, she would have been my number one contestant of the season. I would have picked her first in the draft, and I would have gone down with that ship when she probably got cut top 10 or something. But she would have deserved to have gone further. I really enjoy her. She's an awesome person, good talent, and I'm pissed. That's all I can say.
Okay.
She would have been my favorite, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who have never seen our America's Got Talent contestants, we all have types on that show. Adam's type is joke contestants. So him liking a fake contestant seems pretty appropriate.
That's only in America's Got Talent. I like the crazy ones, Tape Face or
Seth Word.
Strange Things. Seth, yeah,
Seth Word's not strange. He's just...
Hold on. This is not... We were talking about actual talent here. We don't go from Skylar Dixon to Seth Word. That she is above that, Grace.
Okay. Oh yeah, my pinky is above Seth Word. Anyway, Cameron Whitcomb. He's from Canada, very thick Canadian accent. He does backflips. And he sings country music. He sang Rock, Salt, and Nails by Waylon Jennings. This is going to sound totally weird. He kind of sounded to me like the lead singer of Lifehouse. But he is a type that people could get behind. And apparently he started learning guitar on TikTok in November. So that could win him some points.
Yeah, he's a TikTok boy, right? Like that's kind of.
They're all TikTok people. TikTok is what the kids are into.
I will say he kind of reminds me. I don't know one of the contestants' name. He reminds me of a mix of Johnny Brenz and the guy from 2 years ago. He had long hair. He wore a cowboy hat. He played guitar. He did a lot of Bob Dylan.
Dylan, yeah.
Maybe he had like tattoos and he had like a really sad backstory. He was on the season where they had to film at home.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he reminds me of a mix of them too. Like he has, I guess, Dylan's voice and Johnny's kind of TikTok appeal, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. I gotta stop flirting with. I gotta stop calling these boys cute because I'm 27 now, so I'm gonna start getting cougar labels here. But no, a lot of people will like him. He's a good looking guy. He sings pretty nicely. The judges were kind of confused by it, so that doesn't bode well for his future. So who knows? Let's talk about what I think was Adam's favorite audition of this episode. Emerson Flora, 16-year-old playing piano, singing The Joke by Brandi Carlile.
I got shades of Maddie, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm going to say she's one of my 3 favorite contestants of the season, the one I'm most kind of looking forward to. She's really knocked it out of the park with the audition. For me, the one concern I have is that Maddie could belt, like really belt. And I feel like Maddie, I don't know where I was going with that thought. I think Emerson is going to be a dark horse in the competition. Yeah, I think she's going to go deep, and she's one of my favorites. So go tell me why I'm wrong, Eric.
You're not wrong. It was good. But my issue was the song choice, which is that Lauren Spencer Smith sang this song in Hollywood Week. Recent breakout star singer Lauren Spencer Smith. And that performance is still on repeat for me. And this wasn't as good. It was good, but it wasn't as good. And so
Boo.
I couldn't get
Boo.
The judges saying she wasn't ready. They say that to every 16-year-old who auditions.
Of course.
Sometimes they're right, though. And now we have the opposite end of the age spectrum with Sir Blake, because he's 28. Originally from Chicago, moved to Atlanta to pursue music, which is probably why he didn't last very long. Became homeless, moved to LA. He's writing songs now, and he sang Drive by Ed Sheeran. He also sang an original that I really didn't like very much. I kind of have to agree with the judges. The judges thought he was trying too hard. I liked the chorus better than the verses, but Ed Sheeran songs are not songs that you need to show off on. Ed Sheeran doesn't do it, so why are you going to do it?
Yeah. I say parts of it I thought were fantastic. Some of it was a bit over the top, and some of it was off. And having said that, I am excited to see more from him.
I'm way higher than both of you. I thought this was another standout of the auditions. I thought this was phenomenal. Really, really good. The back-to-back of Emerson and Sir Blake, I thought was dang. These are 2 of my favorite contestants of the season, I would say. I say that completely on. I really, really thought he was good. Do I think he could win?
Not a chance.
I think top 5 at best, maybe. But
That's
he is really good. He's really good. All I will say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we got a montage of bad auditions, and we skip ahead to probably my favorite audition of the week, Carly Mchale, 24 years old, dog groomer, singing Your Song. I thought she was fantastic.
I thought she was really, really good. And she's definitely in my top 10 of the season. I'm not sure she's in my top 5, but I thought she was really good. Agreed.
I'm gonna disagree. I thought she was solid. I found her a little generic, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like I've seen contestants like her before. I just don't think, like, if we're being honest, like, should she make it to the live shows, how far is she gonna last? Like, one round, 2 rounds? I think she's just kind of would get lost in the shuffle. And there's nothing wrong with her. I just don't see her having any longevity in the competition, and that's kind of where I stand.
I want to see what she does next, because your song is one of those, like, it's very simplistic. It's pretty much just a piano and talent. Like, Elton John is known for being outlandish and having that glittery robe and all that stuff. This song is not that. And I say that as somebody who really does like that song. So I'll have to see what she does next, but I think she's got it in her. And if not, she likes dogs. Everybody likes dogs.
Okay. Jay Copeland.
Jay Copeland, 23 years old, singing Signed, Sealed, Delivered. He got the platinum ticket for Austin.
This was a bit too much, if I'm being completely like, it was just all over the place. Like, it was good. Like, he's still good, but I was just like on a roller coaster, like, whoa, we're doing this. Like, it just, some things kind of came out of nowhere for me. I was like, just pull it back, dude. Like, just like calm down. But it was so high energy. I don't know. Do you guys agree?
I agree with you 100%. There have been many contestants. Like, I was already thinking of Joshua Ledet when he auditioned, because he took every song to church and back twice, and he ended up making top 3. I feel like this is the contestant that Randy Jackson would have absolutely loved if he were still on the show, which thankfully he's not.
That's such an insult. I'm sorry.
Our judges like it.
I really, really liked it. I'm sorry. Tons of personality. And the vocals were definitely not perfect. No. But they were great. And I honestly think he's in my top 5 for the season. I really enjoyed it.
I like him, and the fact that he's a judge's favorite bodes well for his future. And like I said, a lot of people really liked Joshua Ledet. People liked Fantasia. I don't understand why. But I would have put him through. I don't think I would have given him the platinum ticket.
Definitely not platinum ticket worthy. There was enough wrong with it that he clearly shouldn't have gotten that.
No. But for me, I'm giving the platinum ticket to either Emerson or Sir Blake, honestly, this episode. Yeah, I was not getting it, if I'm being completely honest. I would have said yes still, but I would have kind of really cautioned to rein it in, to you know.
Yeah. I don't think the judges are going to do that. I think they're going to encourage it.
Yeah, but well, then I could see him being another contestant where, like, maybe he roars into the top 24 like with a really strong performance, and then it's just the steady decline. I feel like we've seen that in the past, like, a lot. It's kind of like Ada Vox, you know, some of those scene shows that they set the bar so high for themselves that you can't deliver. And I feel like that's a real problem. Like, that's no one. The only winner I could think of who did that was Candace Glover, who, like, can continue consistently delivering at the top. The contestants who win usually are the people that blossom kind of like middle round. You just kind of need to be okay. Like, it's kind of like you're showing everything too early. You know, you got to be able to have something to surprise later on. And I feel like Jay is someone who he is all like the good things now, but it just isn't going to last.
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. This is going to be completely off topic. But one time I was out to lunch with my mom, and this one little boy got a bowl of chocolate pudding with like a mound of whipped cream and like 3 or 4 cherries. And I'm kind of thinking, like, he's all whipped cream and no pudding. And I don't know what I just said. And if that becomes the episode title.
No, I agree.
That's not.
I actually think that's a pretty apt.
That's not the episode title, because I actually understand what you're saying completely.
I do. Like, you know, you might really like the whipped cream, but like later on, you're probably gonna have a stomach ache. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much.
Grace, why are you laughing so much?
Yeah, that was actually
that was a good metaphor.
I know.
That should be the episode title. Grace is good
It makes sense
metaphor.
when Grace does it. It doesn't make sense when Adam does it.
Well, Adam would ruin it somehow. Adam would find a way to ruin it.
There would be like it would
see,
just
for
go
me,
all
like,
through
the
else. There'd be a
first part-
dragon and like a poem. I might wear a top hat at some point. It wouldn't, My
Well, I
metaphors.
mean, they already ruined it for me because I don't like maraschino cherries, but
Oh
that
boy.
ruined it for me. And I don't know what Eric is doing right now. I'm scared. So let's talk about our final audition of the season, Skylar Maxey Wirt, which I probably said wrong. He's 25. He's a ballet dancer. And apparently was discovered by Brandon Boyd, who was on the show last season briefly. He sang For All We Know by Donny Hathaway. I was reading MJ's post as I was watching this, and she said that he sounds like a 30-year-old Black person. I did not get that at all. I definitely thought it was like a little bit too simple for this show, but maybe if this doesn't work, he can join the show and give dancing advice. I don't know.
I'm shocked we didn't end with Jay Copeland, just because
I am too.
the America's Got Talent PTSD in me is like they're gonna
I always end with the gimmick one. Yes.
Yeah, and it felt kind of weird to go from like that was such an obvious would have been an ending, and to kind of go, nope, we're doing this. And I was like, oh, we got a contestant, and yeah, he's good. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win, but he's good.
Not a chance. And then there was more judge shtick, but we don't talk about that.
We do not.
Who were y'all's your 3 favorite auditioners from these 2 episodes?
Can we talk about it from the whole season, actually, at this point?
We could. My memory isn't the greatest. Like, I'm gonna.
Okay, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna tell you my 3 favorites for this entire season. Cadence Baker, Jacob Moran, and then it gets tough. Those are my 2.
Well, my 3 from this episode are Sir Blake, Emerson. Do you guys want to guess who the third is? It's Skylar Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
Womp, womp.
Wow. My favorite contestant didn't even go through.
I was going to say, my favorite of these 2 episodes was Carly. I would, strangely enough, probably have to give that second spot to Dan, even though I don't like country music that much.
Wow.
But hey, I know we're going to have a country singer this year, and I kind of hope it's him, because I don't even think we've seen that many country girls.
We have. I'm gonna platinum ticket.
Oh, yeah, Hunter Girl.
Oh, yeah. Man.
All right, anyway.
Who are all our I keep thinking Golden Buzzer, like that's what my mind keeps going to. But who we have 4? We have Jay, Hunter Girl, Kennedy. Who's our 4th?
There's only 3.
Was there a 4th?
It was 1 per audition city. So there were only 3.
Dang. Who's our favorite of these 3?
Kennedy.
Mine too.
Yeah, but I don't even. I would have had such. If I was giving out platinum tickets, I'm not going to say who I would have given it to because you could probably already guess. But
get over it,
man.
We
already have an episode called
because to answer Adam's "you who we might have guessed" thing. That's not the episode. Sorry, go.
Anyway, auditions are over-ish. Next week there is a 1-hour episode after the Oscars, but I'm not going to watch that because 11:35 p.m. on a Sunday night when I have school in the morning. No,
It's at 11:55.
There's no way in hell there's gonna be any.
The Oscars go until 11 o'clock at night, and they said it's after the Oscars. Like, after the Oscars, people are going to bed. I mean, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed before the Oscars.
Is there
before 8 o'clock?
Well, when the Oscars start, then.
Is there 1 episode next week or 2?
Well, there's that one, and then Hollywood starts on Monday. So I don't know if it's like Monday's
so
a
it's 2.
show. Oh, no, we didn't talk about the mentors. They announced 7 alumni are coming back.
Who are them? I didn't even hear the full list. I think I saw Chase, David,
by
and
category.
Tate.
So, all right. So Chase is really just there for moral support. I'm not really sure what his role is, but they're all mentoring different genres. So Jordan
I don't like
Sparks
that,
didn't say.
but-
I don't like that either. Jordan Sparks didn't say her category, but I'm assuming it's pop.
Yes.
Let me pull this up.
David
David
Cook's
Cook has
probably
rock
soul.
singers. Lauren Elena has country because I guess they couldn't get Carrie Underwood. The caveman, formerly known as Lee DeWise, has indie folk. He has a beard now. It's weird. Haley Reinhardt.
Lee
for
DeWise?
soul.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah. I'm shocked they
Who
asked
else
him that.
did you
He's
get
the
to
man.
mentor the indie folk category?
He was my first winner that I saw. He's like one of my favorites. I know you can. That probably is heresy, but that was the one that started it for me.
Okay. And moving on.
Anyway, so yeah, Haley
Haley
Reinhardt has
Reinhardt.
the soul category. Ruben Studdard has R&B, and that's it.
I'm just imagining, because David Cook is doing rock, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I just imagine like he walks into a room like he's all ready to mentor, and there's just one guy there, and it's Tristan. Like that's the entire rock category. Is that the only one we have?
There will be a couple others that they'll cram under him. I hope he gets a lot because he's actually proven himself to be a really good mentor in past seasons. So I hope they give him some good people. People who need help. So.
Yep. So
Just
Monday
imagine
is
like him
the-
walking in. There's just one person there.
And Monday is the genre challenge, which is their lines of 10, but in genres because we have to put people into boxes now.
Yes, we do.
I'm always excited though for Hollywood Week. Always one of my favorite
I'm not
parts
a
of the
fan of it.
season.
It's hard for
I
me to
hate
like.
it, but
hard for me to
putting David
write
Cook
notes
back
about
on
it. It's
TV
like-
is gonna make me happy. So
Yeah, it's hard for me to write notes about it because everything happens so quickly.
yes, it's gonna be a very loose episode next week, which I know is such a surprise for us. But
Yeah. I'm probably not even going to bother watching Sunday unless something interesting happens, which it
God
probably
no, I'm not watching Sunday.
Well,
We're
I'm
done.
not watching it while it's happening. 'Cause,
5
like I
audition
said-
episodes is enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
why don't they
watched
just do like
it?
a clip show or something?
They are doing mostly a clip show. There might be like one
That's
or two.
probably what it's going to be because, like I said, most people after the Oscars, if they're watching the Oscars afterwards, they're probably going to bed. They're not going to watch American Idol.
It's the lead-in crowd. You know,
I
the
don't know.
people
What are
who are
you
kind
going
of
to do
like
at 11 o'clock
passed
on
out.
Sunday? What are you going to do at 11 o'clock this Sunday?
Probably be weeping for all the people I wanted to win the Oscars who didn't.
Well, okay, you do that. Eric and I are going to be asleep. So
Who are you rooting for in the Oscars this year, Grace?
I don't really follow. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Andrew Garfield? Tick Tick Boom?
Oh, yeah. I loved him in Tick Tick Boom. That needs to go on Broadway or at least tour.
I don't
It
care.
never got a
I'm
Broadway
not
one
gonna-
initially.
Gil's comment wins the.
Excited for the ambulance segment. Or that could be for next week.
I don't want to see that happen to anybody. And isn't it usually like
They just blow it up. They just
It doesn't usually happen in the first round.
Grace, what happens is
It's
they
group
probably have to
effort.
pay these people to be there, and they just at like the first sign of someone getting like a splinter, they're like, "Oh, we have a reason! Like, get in there, people!
Send in the medic.
Send in everyone!" And they just blow it out of proportion.
Medic!
Like, I'm just imagining someone walking and dropping like a plastic cup and hitting their foot, and someone yelling, "Medic!"
Oh God. And on that note, I'll say that I'm Eric Ascher. You can find me on Twitter there.
I'm
That's it.
Grace. You can find me on Twitter there. And also, we have a reality hour page, and I am running it at least until May, unless I win the draft again, in which I get to keep it. It's at Reality Hour Pod. It's kind of dormant right now because I don't really know what to do with it. So you can find me
Post
figuring
Seth
out
word memes.
how to use Twitter, even though it's dead, basically. Adam,
I
where
would-
can we find you?
You should post Seth word memes. That's what you should.
I should not.
I'm Adam. You could find me at this place and celebrating because I actually just finished another book this morning. So
Hey.
it's my 5th. God help me. All right.
Oh, look, we just got a follower.
We got a follower.
Yes. Someone just followed our page.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Someone's watching. Is it Gil? It's probably Gil.
Yeah, well, Gil already
No, it's
followed
not.
us.
Gil already follows us.
All right,
Anywho,
well,
Anyway. Oh, apparently Haley Slayton got married a contestant that she met in Austin
which
after
one?
2 months. The pregnant one.
No,
the
no.
contestant?
She-
Okay.
Oh, it's somebody whose audition didn't air.
Well, you know what? I guess we got to stay tuned for the clip show.
And all the baby pictures that are going to come in Hollywood.
on that note,
Good night, everybody.
Good night.